Today we're going to do blueprints. Now blueprints are ways of using other people's knowledge in Home Assistant to get things done. So let's roll the credits. Okay, this is the Blueprints Exchange, and as you can see, if I scroll down, it goes on and on and on and on. Now these are all blueprints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on views, and the one that's got most views is this one here. So we'll install that. Right, the link to the Blueprints Exchange is in the description, so you can just kind of go there. We're going to install this one. So what you do is you click on it, scroll up to get past all the comments that have been put in there, and click on import blueprint to my Home Assistant. It'll come up and show this screen, and you need to make sure that it's got your Home Assistant URL. And then you just click open link, and it says, do you want to import the blueprint? And you click preview, and it tells you a bit about it, and it tells you about the content, but we'll just import the blueprint. Okay, so that's installed now. What we now need to do is actually make it happen. So this is the blueprint. So that's what it's called. Going to use that blueprint. It's set at 20%. I'm going to make it 15, and I'm going to make it 11 o'clock. We're going to leave it on every day. We could add some excluded sensors, but I'm not going to. We're going to add an action. Now I'm going to use the script that I've got that sends notifications. Oh, let's spell script correctly. That might help. Oh, like that. And I've got notify me. Okay, so the subject is going to be battery, and the message is going to be devices have low battery. We'll spell devices correctly. Oh, I've got dyslexic fingers again. And I'll click save. Okay, I can add a description, I can add a label. So it's going to be, or it's going to do with sensors. I can add an area, and I think it's going to be, well, it's a server one, isn't it? That's where it's running. And then I click rename, and it saves. So if I go back here and into automations, I've got this automation. Okay, so what we can do is I can open it up, and top right, click run actions. Okay, and it sent a notification. Okay, it thinks devices have got low battery. Now I know that nothing has got low battery below 15%. So I think there's a problem here. So let's kind of just do a little bit more. You see here, notifications or similar to be run. This is what's called a template. So it's stored the values in this sensors template, and we can add it in here. So I just paste that in, and I click save, and so it's still going to be anything below 15%, and we click run actions. Got two notifications now. They both don't list anything, but I know my mobile phone is on 79%, So if we go save on that, so I've made it 80. Now if we do run actions, a notification, and it's saying low battery. My mobile phone's battery level is 79%. So it is working, but it's not working correctly. So in the past, it used to be really hard to edit blueprints if there were mistakes in them. Or worse than that, is if you wanted to change what the thing was doing, it's kind of like impossible. But what we can do now is if we go up here, we can take control of the blueprint. So I'm previewing it, and if I say yes, I want to take control. So that's kind of disassociated it with the blueprint. So we can see this is like one of the normal automations. When the type is equal to 11 o'clock, and the day of the week is any day. There's a mistake here because that should work, and sensors equals blank when it obviously is not blank. Choose an action. Scripts notify me. Now you can't see the clever stuff. What we need to do is go up to the top and go edit in YAML, and don't run away screaming. So normally you see single, triggers, actions if you look at the YAML. And in the automation, there's this extra section of variables. So the days it's going to run on, 0 every day. The threshold to when it should notify things is 80%. I'm not excluding any IDs. And then we got this thing called sensors, which is all of this. Now, this is actually two different types of things. You've got squiggly bracket and a percent sign, and percent sign close squiggly bracket. Anything between there is like a program. It means do something. It means make something to happen. So we've got squiggly brackets all the way around here and all the way down here. So this is doing something. And if you kind of read it, it's looking at sensor states and seeing whether they're less than the threshold, which is 80, and then putting them in result.sensors. It gets all the way down here, and then we've got the squiggly bracket, which means instead of do something, display something or return something. So in sensors, when it's run, it's only going to have the names of the sensors joined together with a comma. Now we don't want that, do we? We want to be able to do some more with it. So I've written a bit of code that will help. So what I've done is, instead of displaying the sensors out, we've put some more stuff in. Now I'll explain this bit in a lot more detail. So what we've got is if result sensors, and result sensors is what's known as an array. So it's lots of little boxes, one little box for each of the sensors. So if result sensors has no boxes, i.e. there's nothing, put in sensors, no low battery devices today. Else, you have low battery on results.sensors with commas on the end. So it should display all the items that have got low batteries. So let's save that. And go back. Oh, we can do it from here, can't we? So, and we do run actions. Okay, and in the notification, so low battery, you have low battery on the device there, 79, so that's not changed. But if we now change this to 60, save, and I run it again, there's a notification and no low battery devices today. So that is a blueprint that we pulled in. Sometimes they will work straight away, but if you've got problems, then you need to take control of them and pull them into your system. So that's one. You can do additional blueprints and load them in. A kind of a piece of advice is, if you're not using the blueprints, delete them. They all use space in your configuration. So have a test, see what it's like, and then delete it. So hopefully you find today of use. I think what I'm really saying is, what you should do is try these things. Try blueprints. If they don't work, you can delete them. One last thing I'll show you is it's possible to duplicate automations. So before you make big changes to anything, duplicate them. So that's clicking on the 3 dots, duplicate, and save it under a new name. It kind of means that you can muck it up and you've got something to go back to. Okay, as I said, that's it for today. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one. Unless you want to look at this one up here or this one over here. Those are 2 videos. So I'll see you on the next one. And I'll go back to my automations.